Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are hearing me from. Happy Sunday. Today is Sunday. Okay, happy 28th day in the month of June in the year of 2026. This month is gradually going and it is going. Okay, before I proceed, I would like to use this opportunity to say thank you to each and every one of us here who have been trying in one way or the other contributing to the awareness and also to the welfare of this very particular channel, this very particular page. May God Almighty continue to bless you, prosper you, and meet you at every point of your need. As you support me, so shall people support whatever you are doing. At least whatever you are doing that is positively contributing to the welfare of the Biafrans in general. Okay, what in carry us come this morning is about Britain is behind the incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, we have made this kind of news. I mean, we have been hammering on this countless times, but this is a different news altogether. It's not like that news you may emphasis on, let us just say for saying sake. No, my brother, the moment Keir Starmer resigned, that is the moment Biafra regains their freedom. In fact, Keir Starmer's resignation means that they have washed their hand off the Biafran struggle. Yes, they have washed their hands off the Biafran struggle. A lot of things are on the table, and a lot of discussions are being going on. Not everything will have to be coming out to tell you on this internet. Donald Trump is really doing something underground with some men who believes on self-determination, not those who have collected $150 million to sabotage the movement. No, there is something going on. So let me just tell you, the take back home of this message is that the UK have washed their hands off the Biafran struggle, and there is a video evidence to it. So I would like you to see this video, and then we'll come back here to discuss more on this very particular matter. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on all our social media handles. And remember what I said last time, any of our video now, the making, how the video being generated, is on the description of any of our publications. So if you are listening, you also want to read how the video came in place, what was put together, and where the information are being gotten from. So please endeavor to be checking out on the description of every of our videos we publish on daily basis. So have a nice day as I allow you to see this video, and then we'll come back to discuss more.
Very well, it is the British. We know very well, because Nnamdi Kanu is threatening their enterprise, their company. And whoever that threatens the existence of their company or whatever, the person will be dealt with. They have been doing it. Anybody who tries to do otherwise, they will take the person off. What of Delegiwa? We know what happened to Delegiwa. Even Abiola himself. We know how Abiola was wasted. Every person who ever spoke up, Kensaru Wiwa, every other, we know them. Everybody who tries to, anything that has to do with the oil in Nigeria, which illegally and criminally belongs to the British, to the Europeans. Anybody who tries to tamper with the oil of Nigeria or anything that has to do with the unity of Nigeria, they will come against the person. We know about this. It is the British. Why they are using our people as stooge, as instruments, as weapons. We also know that it is the British that is behind all these things. So when you also want to fight these people, fight the Fulanis and the Yoruba medias and all that, the BBC that they are using, also remember that 70% of our problem is coming from the British. Also remember and see them as the greatest problem and the threat to Africa, that they are the greatest problem and the threat of Africa. Don't forget about that. So why you think of fighting Fulani who are ravaging our farmland, destroying lives and properties, and fighting against all these medias, brand envelope medias they are using? Also remember that the British is the greatest threat to Nigeria's problem. The Western powers, the European powers, that they are the greatest problem to this problem, to our problem. They are the greatest issue we have. Now, when Donald Trump became president, his first tenure, when he became president, there was something that happened in Nigeria. There was something that happened in Nigeria. An American was kidnapped in Nigeria, in northern Nigeria. An American was kidnapped. And even the country was not aware of this incident. Nobody knew about it. But America came, dealt with those terrorists in northern Nigeria, and took their citizen away. Even the country was not aware that there was a US military operation in Nigeria until Donald Trump announced it from the White House. Until Donald Trump announced it. So it will not cost anything. It will not take anything for Nnamdi Kanu to be released from that incarceration. But because the British is the one behind it, because Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen, it will not take anything for Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu. But because the British are the ones behind it, they want him to be there. And at the end of the day, if anything happens to him, they will compensate the wife. They want him to be there because he's threatening the existence of their enterprise, of their company called Nigeria. So while we see our enemies, these people, as our threat, Fulanis and all that, who are actually displacing people, we need to also see the British as our greatest threat. We need to see them as the greatest threat of Africa. They are the ones hampering the growth and development of Africa. Because if there is progress in Nigeria, African countries will progress. If there is peace, if there is unity in Nigeria, African countries will grow. And the world doesn't want this. They don't want the growth of Africa. They want Africa to stay down. And a continent has to stay down in order for other continents to flourish. During the 1967, what they told us was that they have not been able to contend with Japan in Africa, let alone having another Japan. They've not been able to contend with Japan in Europe, let alone having another Japan in Africa. That is the Aba you have today in Abia State. That is the innovation of the Igbos. So it is the fear of the Igbos, their innovation, their growth, that is threatening the world. It is what they will become in time to come if they are allowed to be free. That is what is threatening the world. That is what is threatening the existence of the world. But you cannot hold us much longer. I'm telling you. You have done that in the past. It will not continue. Evil will not triumph over good. Not again. I'm telling you. Those who are fighting for, truly, honestly fighting for the independence of the black race, we know them. Those who are truly fighting for the independence of Africa, we know them. Those who are truly fighting for the independence, for the freedom of the Igbos, we know them. We know them. We know them. And this time, sabotage will not go unpunished. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You're giving me money. What for? My own money. The money from my resource. The money from the oil in my backyard, that is what you're giving me. You're giving me peanut. I want to manage my resources. I don't want you to give me money because that money is coming from me. It is my money. You're giving me peanut from it. I want to manage it myself and give you the peanut and not you giving me peanut. Africa, we need to arise. We need to wake up. And the only way we can grow, we can excel, we can succeed is being aware. That is the power of knowing. You have to emancipate yourself. That is the first point. Because they've taken our brain. They've taken our reasoning. And that we will not allow anymore. We must wake up. We must wake up. We must wake up. The third world countries. When we own the resources that the world is feeding on. We own everything that makes the world. We are the one that own it. Very well, it is the British. We know very well. Because Nnamdi Kanu is threatening their enterprise, their company. And whoever that threatens the existence of their company or whatever, the person will be dealt with. They have been doing it. Anybody who tries to do otherwise, they will take the person off. What of Delegiwa? We know what happened to Delegiwa. Even Abiola himself. We know how Abiola was wasted. Every person who ever spoke up, Kensaro Wiwa, Every other, we know them. Everybody who tries to, anything that has to do with the oil in Nigeria.
Okay, a very quick one, a very wonderful one. This our brother have spoken well. Yes, UK knows what is happening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, they are the brain behind the incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, despite the fact that they will not come out openly to admit, yes, that they are the ones. But with indices and the trajectory, their trajectory, we know they are the one that fought us during the Biafra war, that genocidal war that Gowon declared on us. Yes, they use Gowon, but they are the one that has been sponsoring it. They are the one that is championing it. Queen Eliza, or whatever they may call her, is the reason why Biafrans lost over 4 million of their citizens, both male and female, both old and young, most especially our women and our youths, because of hunger and starvation and malnutrition at the same time. Kwashiorkor killed many in numbers. Elizabeth II is the brain behind it. And UK, they must surely answer for what they did to the Biafrans. At least, my happiness is that the UK is falling. That is my happiness. Since they say we, the Biafrans, cannot have our freedom, they say we, the Biafrans, can never drink water and keep cup, simply because of the vast mineral resources they found. There are nothing they have not done to make sure that they create anarchy within those areas. We have these mineral resources, so that a kind of creating divisions. Somebody from Ahoda will be telling somebody from Ikwere, oh, I'm not an Igbo, but Oga, what is your name? Oh, my name is Chukwuemeka Ekehi. Because he answered another different name, and that Chukwuemeka, it automatically made him not to be an Igbo. A lost cause and a lost tribe. I repeat, a lost cause and a lost tribe. That is the people who behaves like that. So the division they are trying to create, remember, Gowon came out and told us that, oh, the reason why he have to fight the Biafran war is because of their vast mineral resources, because of their oil. One of UK's prime minister, who is late now, if I could remember that name, he said that they will not allow the Biafrans to go because they are afraid of what Biafrans is going to do with the vast mineral resources within their domain. You see? So all the whole people who have fought us, both in the past and the present, even the ones fighting against us today, they are not fighting against us because they like Nigeria to be together. No, they are fighting against us because they don't want you to have that oil. The only time they have decided, oh, okay, we can let you go, is when the oil is about to dry, because that is the only thing that is uniting the South and the North. If the oil in the South dry today, my brother, the North will never allow you to touch their gold or their own oil. They will tell you, Araba. Yes, we have the resources. Ikwere man, Ijo man, Kalabari man, what do I call it? Cross River man, River State man, all of them, they will tell you their problem is Igbos. But no any of their prominent sons have even common oil well in that their backyard. The whole oil well in the south, the place they call South, Niger Delta, belongs to Sultan of Sokoto and his allies. It belongs to them. Yet, these same people will come out and tell you Igbo man is their problem. Because that is what they have been programmed. That is what their brain have been programmed to know. You know, this social media and what would I call it, and this what would I call it, this internet of 18, yeah. My brother, you go to fool yourself sometimes. You go to say you dey fool others. So I swear to God, because you can enter internet, just X. Wake up in the morning, just mistakenly you enter X, my brother. Now vex you go take comot from X, because the people wey go dey backlash you wey be Igbo man, na the people wey be say, if the government now decide to go to come out, UK now, as they wash their hand off now, I am very sure they are going to release the original plan of Nigeria, the original flag. Yes, if they release the original flag, you find out that the same people who they backlash you, they are all your own brothers and sisters. just simply because they scattered. Maybe they speak a different dialect of the same Igbo you speak or you spoke. Then to them, it have make a difference for them not to align with you. They have been programmed to believe that, oh, their problems is Igbos. That is how they scattered them during the war. Nigerian government will hire some thugs, wear them Biafra military flag, enter a community in all these places and begin to shoot people. When they shoot finish, they will go and they will say, oh, it's Biafran armies, they want to conquer our land because of our oil. But that is the work of Nigerian government and this British. But now we're standing, everything is working for those who believe. But we believe that the freedom we are seeking for, that we must get it. And we have been working towards that. And by so doing, you know what they used to say? Consistency is the game. Be consistent in your game. In anything you are doing, once you are consistent, my brother, the sky is your limit. And that is where we are going to stop this message. Let me just take a few comments, and then we'll round up because they say time is money and today is Sunday. Basil Onyano said Nigeria was a British company. It was called a Royal Niger Company. Okay. Basil said that is another high spirit of redemption. Wow. Wale Obalibo said that the end of every stumbling block is at the hand, and Biafra must be restored. Mohaz Adov said that even Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said it himself. Victor Obiora Aneke, that's exactly what Harold Wilson said. That's Harold Wilson, the former Prime Minister, UK Prime Minister under maybe Queen Elizabeth II or Queen Elizabeth I. But he said when he was the British Prime Minister from 1966 to 1970. 1966 to 1970. You see? He said that no, they will never allow Biafrans to go. They are afraid of what they are going to do with their vast mineral resources. So they have to scatter them all over. Put division in their midst to conquer them. And our people fall for that trick. I'm sorry for mankind. Because mankind have long wronged itself. Mankind have long wronged itself. Mankind a major go unwefa. A major. That is what I'm trying to say. That is the image I'm trying to portray here. The last but not the least, Chris said, you are right, my brother, about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be the end of British company called Nigeria. Of course, it is happening, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. The countries are burning down. The first lady is coming to tell you to go and say kuli, say granite and roasted corn. Because, hey, God have mercy. Youths will wake up, study finish, under loan, under net fund, loan. Then you tell them to go and be frying akara. Because it don't require too much money. Only let me add, your distant cousin, somebody who come from the lineage of your people, lineage, not your direct daughter or son, not your direct cousin or nephew, your distant cousin, will you ever encourage them after university they should go and begin to say kwili, granite, corn, ewedu, ekpa? Will you ever allow them? Even the old ones in their midst, will you ever allow them to go on the street and begin to fry corn or akara? The answer is no. You see how these people are ruling their own people. They want you to remain poor so that you will keep on singing praises each time they give you peanuts. That is the simple explanation to this madness. But anyway, what do I know? Now here we go take bad break. I don't talk my own because my own work not to talk. Your own work not to do, they do. Because I talk my talk. So have a nice day, and let this day be a day of reckoning for each and every one of us. Let us ponder well, and also, okay, let's call it a day.